Okay. All right. Mm, baby.
Sails off into the sunset, we begin winding the month down. I thought we could sit back and take a holistic look at the Hell chapter together, everyone's favourite topic to revisit, and put together a comprehensive list of everything new that we learned from Bleach's most tantalising tale yet. As we continue to wait for really Bleach news of any kind, the Hell chapter, released back in 2021, remains the most exciting prospect currently on the table for veteran Bleach fans in particular, as it dangles the possibility of a totally new story for us. And already that new story has blossomed in such a way that's brought us many a new detail for the world that we so love. This is a meaty chapter after all, almost 4 times the length of a normal release, and so there's an awful lot here to dissect. And
Awful.
I'm not just talking about the big, obvious changes and new plot points either. There's a ton of smaller details here too that you might have either overlooked or simply forgotten. So consider this something of a refresher as well. A dive back into, hopefully, the future of Bleach to come. The chapter, titled New Breeds from Hell, teases the start of a new arc revolving around the as of yet almost completely unexplored realm of Hell, save for a brief appearance at the start of the story, followed up by a non-canon movie many years later. The chapter is set at the furthest point in the present-day timeline that we have ever seen, but it does share elements that have been carried over from chapters 685 and 686, which saw the end of the Thousand-Year Blood War arc, skipping ahead 10 years. Certain character designs, for example. Hopefully I've managed to pick out everything new here, but if I've missed anything at all, please do let me know down in the comments. Anyway, let's have a look back through the Hell chapter of Bleach to see the new details it brought to the world. Does an almost 3-year-old chapter really constitute as new? Is this just a thinly veiled reason to reread the chapter again? I mean, I guess so. That's where we're at right now. Immediately, as soon as the chapter opens, we are treated to a glimpse of Rukia's brand new design, thanks to the double-page colour spread at the start featuring the current lineup of captains. While Rukia was promoted to captain in chapter 685, the penultimate chapter of the Thousand-Year Blood War arc, she had a different look then. There, her hairstyle had reverted to its original appearance from the first half of the series, albeit now it was much longer too, running down her back. Here, Rukia's hairstyle has changed completely. She now wears her long hair in a side ponytail tied with a ribbon. Overall, it's a good, unique look. It took me a little while to get used to it initially, but I like it. It looks especially good in some of the supplementary art that Emo drew, for example, Rukia's appearance on the Bleach X calendar. A couple of additional new designs are slightly visible here too, but we'll address those when they become clearer later on. As the chapter usually begins, a mysterious, never-before-seen style of spirit in the shape of a stream of fish flies through the night sky. We discussed the presence and possible purpose of this fish at length in my video dedicated to Kazui and Ichika a couple of months ago. Is Kazui summoning these fish himself, or do they make nightly rounds of Karakura of their own? Are they corporeal, as Kon seems to be able to land on them despite being in his plushy form, or are they actual ghosts, are they spirits? Either way, I hope we'll find out more in the future, because right now, they are very peculiar. Next up, we see that Kazui and Kon now share Ichigo's old bedroom, as was mentioned in chapter 686. However, we also see now that the original triangular sign on the door that said 15 has been replaced by one in the shape of Kon's head that displays both of their names. Kazui is revealed to be taking wayward, lonely spirits to a strange, sinister-looking cairn just beside a shrine in the middle of town. The boy reveals an unusual ritual where he claps his hands and bows his head in order to summon several grotesque floating eyeballs before a doorway opens before him. And here a brand new type of portal is revealed. One that looks like a wide open mouth, lined with 2 rows of teeth that appears to be screaming. Several hell butterflies hover daintily around the entrance. While Kasui appears to be unaware, though we're not certain of that, we know already that this doorway in fact leads to hell itself. As we move over to the Soul Society, we get a brief shot of the Seirite as it currently stands, including the new monument that was fixed where the Sokyoku Hills point was obliterated during the final battle with Yuhabak. Meanwhile, Ika now owns a dojo located in the seated officers' quarters. The dojo is called the Madarame Martial Arts Dojo, and Ichika is his student. It would have been nice to have seen Shino here, even briefly, as it was revealed later on that she is a member of the Madarame family. I wonder if she works here at all. Probably not, considering she wasn't even a seated officer as of the 1000 Year Blood War arc, but still, it would have been a cool little Easter egg to have seen her nonetheless. Ikaku's design has also changed slightly since the last time we saw him, chapter 685. He no longer wears the gold armor plating on his arm that he took up after the battle with Aizen. During their small sparring session, Ikaku reveals that Ichika and Kasui have at least some kind of a relationship. Obviously, the last time we saw these characters was in the very final chapter of Bleach 686, and the series ended with their first meeting, echoing, of course, the meeting of Ichigo and Rukia so many years before. Interestingly, there seems to be some implication here that Ichika likes Kasui, and that she possibly used to sneak off to the human world wards to hang out with him, but that is speculation on my part. As Yumachika arrives on the scene, we see that he's changed up his new design from chapter 685 ever so slightly. While this is mostly how he looked at the end of the 1000 Year Blood War arc, he now has a pair of frilled gloves, or I suppose they would be sleeves, that taper off around his wrists into what look like petals. He now also wears a pair of decorative feathers as earrings. Up next, a major plot point comes into play. The Konso Reisai ceremony is introduced. This is a brand new concept in the world of Bleach. The Konso Reisai is a ceremony performed for captains who fall in battle 12 years after their funeral rites are carried out. The whole 12 years thing feels a little arbitrary to me, to be totally honest, and I imagine it's just thrown in there so it all makes sense for why this is happening after the time skip that took place at the end of the 1000 Year Blood War arc. Since not a lot of captains died, this is Renji's first time performing it, along with, I imagine, most of Dopest 13. Now, I don't know why he didn't already do it for Yamamoto and Unohana when they have already had an also Reisai undertaken, but it's an old custom where the Shinigami capture a hollow from the living world and kill it in front of the grave of the deceased captain. As we see briefly, Renji and Rukia, who are now of course married, also live together in the Abarai residence. Meanwhile, over in the human world, Keigo has opened a ramen shop in Karakura Town called Willpower Ramen, though he doesn't get many customers. Ichigo, Mizuhiro, and Uryu, though, are currently visiting, even if they are ruthlessly mocking him while there. As a quick aside, Renji reveals that they have already performed Konso Reisai for both Yamamoto and Unohana, as I mentioned a minute ago, so only Ukitake is left. Renji tells Ichigo that since he's not an outsider, when it comes to Ukitake specifically, he's been invited to join this time. That's kind of interesting to me. Firstly, it shows that the Soul Society, even after everything, even after Aizen, especially even after Yuhabak, the Soul Society still don't quite consider Ichigo to be one of them. And secondly, Renji insinuates that it was thanks to Kyonaku and Rukia that Ichigo could attend this time. So, were there captains speaking specifically for Yamamoto and Unohana that thought he was too much of an outsider to those specific captains? Or was it more of a case of they had a captain's meeting for the Take's ritual after having done the other two, and both Kyonaku and Rukia piped up in this one and were like, I think Ichigo should join this time. Anyway, when Rukia arrives, she's surprised to see that Renji has one of the, in her words, newfangled soul pages that includes video chat. This is kind of funny though, as Ichigo clearly has his phone down on the table beside him at the time as he's eating his ramen. Anyway, Renji reveals the Soul Society also now has TV, thanks to Urahara, also confirming, yes, Kisuke did in fact survive the war. It's also revealed that Urahara has been working closely with the research and development department since the battle, developing a lot of new Reishi devices for the Soul Society. It's possible, since they do put their differences aside and actually come together during the 1,000-year run to work as a team, that Kisuke and Mayuri have put their differences aside, or more accurately, Mayuri has stopped hating Kisuke quite as much as he does, but I find that to be a little unlikely, as Mayuri is still feeling very irked at being paired with Urahara in this very chapter. But I like the notion that Kisuke is giving the Soul Society access to an awful lot of new technology in the wake of the war, as of course technology in general, innovation is spurred on by wartime conflict, so I see that reflected here in the world of Bleach as well. Speaking of Mayuri, he has another new design here, one of his most elaborate yet. Much like Rukia before him, he also had a new at the end of the 1,000-year Blood War arc, but it appears to have already been cycled out. Personally, I do prefer his look in the Hell chapter to the one we saw in chapter 686, and I'm excited to see a little more of this one hopefully in the future. As Mayuri delivers his message to the rest of the Gotei of the Vice Captain's show next, Omaida also sports a new design. His opulent purple collar has been replaced with an upturned, decorated white collar and reams of gold necklaces and jewellery hanging around his chin. His hairstyle has also slightly changed as well, and he now wears a wide sash around his waist. We also get very brief glimpses into some of the division barracks that we aren't really used to seeing, at least in the source material, for example Division 7 and 9. And speaking of the 7th Division, up next, Atao Rindo, a deaf Shinigami with an affinity for animals, is revealed to be the new 7th Division Vice Captain. The female officers of the division all seem to love him, but he seems to spend most of his time with the wildlife. Now, while Atao is deaf and seemingly mute as well, he does seem to at least be able to understand the animals around him, I think. It seems like they relay the message to him that the Konso Reisai is about to begin, though I was never quite sure about that. And then as the vice captains all gather in Karakura Town for the start of the ceremony, Ichigo's job, as he is a grown-up adult now, is revealed to be a translator. We're introduced to more new faces next, as Yu Yayahara is revealed to be the new 8th Division Vice Captain. Interestingly, she calls Ichigo the hero from the Great War, which I believe is the first time it has ever been referred to as such in the source material. Yu, whose design reflects the Kyaru subculture of the world of the living, tries to take a selfie with Ichigo and post it to social media. It's also revealed that Kisuke has given the Gotei 13 access to the social messaging app online. So with both TV and social media, thanks to Urahara, it really seems like the Gotei 13 is thoroughly modernising. At this point, however, a new type of hollow appears, one that doesn't emit any Reiatsu at all and bears a sinister chain marking on its flesh. It attacks Renji and a battle breaks out. Sentaro Kotsubaki is revealed to have become the vice captain of the 13th Division. He's sporting a new, more mature look, complete with facial hair. He also wears his vice captain's badge on his back. Meanwhile, his former partner Kyone was revealed to be the 4th Division's new vice captain back in chapter 685. During the battle against these strange Hell Hollows, Atao's Shikai is revealed. It's a nameless Zanpakuto with the release command Give Birth, which he inscribes upon the blade in order to activate. Once he does so, the blade transforms into a chain of linked talismans. After Atao then signs the word for hawk, the talismans transform into a flock of hawks which strip the Hell Hollows to the bone. Meanwhile, as the battle continues, Yu displays what appears to be new style of fighting, seemingly using her fingernails to conjure the likeness and power of a massive bear, enabling her to bite through a Hell Hollow with ease. It's entirely possible that she's already released her Zanpakuto and her fingernails are her Shikai, but we've got no way of knowing for sure. Akon, seen here in his vice captain outfit for the first time, displays a new type of technique involving some kind of unusual technology again. We don't really have any idea what this is. But as he successfully kills a Hell Hollow, he's attacked from above by a second one. But Izarin returns for the first time since his surprise appearance in chapter 654, now dressed in a new hooded outfit, and kills the creature by striking his own foot with Wabisuke, increasing his weight to the point where he simply crushes the Hell Hollow underfoot. As Renji prepares to join the fight and help out his fellow vice captains after politely scolding Ichika for following him into the human world, one of the strange Maw-like portals opens up beside him, and who should return but the former 8th Espada, Xyloporo Grands, now taking the form of a jailer of hell. Revealing that he was cast into hell upon his death, he is the first returning face from this new sinister realm that we've seen so far. Now, Xyloporo was shown to have fallen to hell many years ago as part of a tie-in one-shot that was released as promotional material for the 4th Bleach movie. But since that movie is non-canon, we can consider the one-shot to be non-canon too. Xyloporo going to hell is clearly just an idea that Kubo wanted to keep around. But as he emerges from one of these mouth-like portals, Xyloporo has a completely new design. He's now dressed in a black and purple robe, leaving half his chest exposed. One of his arms has now decayed to the bone and is cloaked in a sinister black flame. His hollow mask remnants are totally missing, and his hollow hole has now manifested outside his body as a large ring upon his back. The bottom half of his outfit is a mess of shadowy black tendrils, revealing a pair of boots underneath. Like the Hell Hollows, Xyloporo is covered in chain-like markings, and one of his eyes is missing. He also seems to have some kind of what looks like a gemstone or something in his chest, but I'm not entirely sure. Finally, representing his agony and suffering that's been bubbling under the surface, a pair of curved horns burst out of the side of his head.
Oh shit!
It's new demonic, but while we don't see any evidence whatsoever of Xyloporo's old abilities here, he can now freely control a multitude of chains and use them to impale and slash at his targets. As Xyloporo does just that to Renji, stabbing him with multiple chains as he tries to escape his daughter, Ichigo arrives, revealing the current state of his son, Mutto, as he smashes through the chains with ease. He's not currently wielding the dual blades of his true Shikai.
Ah, what the fuck?
Body form that merges the sword and the sheath, giving his son Mutto an appearance that's similar to his
Awesome, huh?
Back in the Soul Society, as the captains gather around Ukitake's grave, we see that Rose has a new Hayori design. It's very, very short, like a waistcoat, and similar to how Tenjiro wears his. Soifon also has a new Hayori design too. It now features bespoke clips by the arms, enabling it to break apart when she uses Shunko. Strange purple globules of energy appear in the air of the Seirete, and they don't seem to be disappearing either. Kyoraku reveals that they are called phosphoplasm of hell. Kyoraku then explains another brand new concept unique to this chapter: spirit class. It's an old scale used by aristocrats to measure the class of one's Ryoku level, indicating the density of spiritual pressure found within Reishi. Now, all Shinigami are made up entirely of Reishi, as Reishi is essentially spiritual matter. It is kind of interesting, and I like that it's referred to as being an old scale, an old system, as this is the sort of thing you can imagine the noble houses of old really using as the basis of prejudice back in the day, basically looking at the overall quality of someone's ratio. For example, a war emperor, so your average Shinigami essentially has 20th class ratio, pretty low down, while a vice captain might have either 5th or 4th class. 3rd class and above is reserved for captain level Shinigami only. I wonder if someone like Aizen or Ichigo has 1st class, or if theirs is off the scale. It's also revealed that when a Shinigami dies, their body, which is composed of Reishi, turns into pure Reishi and is reclaimed by the Soul Society. However, those with 3rd class or above spirit class Reishi, so very, very dense, rich regime can't be reabsorbed into the Soul Society without aid. It's at this point in the chapter that the truth that links the two new concepts introduced in Conso Reisai and Spirit Class is revealed. The Conso Reisai ceremony they have been conducting presumably since the start of the Gotei 13 has actually been sending captives to hell rather than helping them pass on peacefully. Considering the notion that the captives are being sent to hell is an old wives' tale, that implies to me at least that at some point somebody knew this to be true and it has kind of fallen into myth for many years since. So it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest, if the very old captains, the original Gotei 13, sent them to hell, maybe even on purpose as punishment for dying for being so weak during such a violent and terrible era. And over time, that notion has slowly disappeared. Or else, how is anyone supposed to actually know that the captains have gone to hell without maybe going there themselves? Xyloporo reveals as well that the balance between the worlds has now collapsed. The disappearances of both Yuhabak and Aizen, whose power was great enough to hold the doors of hell shut, has caused hell to now break free and threaten to spill over. Yuhabak, of course, was killed at the end of the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, and his corpse has been repurposed as the new Soul King due to its residual power, while Aizen is back deep within Muken. Presumably this is enough to snuff out his Reiatsu, especially considering his prison uniform binds his power closer to him. What I'm curious about is, did either Aizen or Yuhabak know of the effect their essentially latent power was having on the balance of the worlds in hell? And Xyloporo reveals that at least 3 former captains are now in hell, and each have been given a new title. Court Guard founder Yamamoto, Death Sword Unohana, and Kamikake Godsworn Ukitake. For unknown reasons, Ukitake's Shikai Sogyo no Kotowari is now absolutely massive in size as he impales Xyloporo. And as Xyloporo is dragged back into hell, he leaves Ichigo with the surprising revelation that hell butterflies actually have some connection to this sinister realm after all. Hence their name, it's kind of been there right before our eyes all this time. But with that, that's the end of the chapter and of the video, guys. As always, I really hope you enjoyed it. I think I found every new thing revealed in the Hell chapter, details both big and small. But like I said, do please let me know in the comments if I missed anything. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this new information collated into one place. What's your favourite piece of new world building and lore that the Hell chapter introduced to us, and what would you like to see from the series moving forward? How would you like to see it use some of these new characters and concepts? Alright guys, that's it for the video. As always, I want to end by giving a massive shout out and saying a huge thank you to my wonderful supporters over on Patreon. I really do appreciate each and every one of you so very much. Your support continues to mean the absolute world to me. If you like what I do here on YouTube and you want to go and support me another step further, you can do just that to get your name in the credits like this and to get every video I release absolutely ad-free. And before we go, I just want to say one last big thank you to each and every one of you as well for your support throughout this month. Like I said, it has been a busy one. I've tried to pump out a lot of content this month, including and facilitating the introduction of Jujutsu Kaisen to the channel as well. And to be honest, that has been received extremely positively, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you and the support you continue to show me and the channel. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. Until next time, I'll catch you later, and I'll see you then.
Oh, Stormbox. While I would welcome the help, I am playing Convergence, so unless you have a copy of the Seamless Co-op, I probably wouldn't be able to play with you. But I appreciate the offer. I mean, if that's something you have available, I wouldn't mind co-oping with you. I don't remember my co-op password, man. It's been so long since I played co-op. Which cave is this? I don't even remember the boss here. There we go. There we go. You guys get your asses down here. Oh, it needs milk. God, I love this fucking movie. So good. No, I need log room. That's what I need. I need log room. I can just fucking go to work. Go to fucking work. Oh, good sir. Ah, what? Ah, yes. Oh, God, no. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mad ass now. Sir? Yes. Woo. All right. Fucking great. All right. I just bought a car. That nigga pimped on me. Put some tints on it. He would have loved it how I put it down, put it down. Yeah, I put it down, put it down. Every time I come around. Yeah.
I have the need. Will you give? I will reward.
Yes.
Send it to a wretched.
The rune rot.
Do you? That I would show. Well, I'm the one mere babe she is, but the rotting. I doubt it. Oh, I must. She's come to do so.
Alright. Got the information I need from you. But now, I can go to Celia. And there's something I want that's around. Rotten Stray. Beautiful. If I play my cards right, I can go to the Underworld. Damn, but I can't use my. Oh wait, I can. Oh. Damn. Ah. Strong as shit. I wasn't expecting that. I figured, oh man, I'll slip right past this motherfucker, man. There we go. Oh yeah, we don't have the wizards now. Get the fucking Woo. Get spooky bitches instead. I don't hate that. They're actually a little easier to deal with. They don't shoot off magic. Ah, the shield ones? Ew. They're fucking annoying. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh no, sir. I will not be fighting the rest of you, motherfucker. No. This shit was all I knew. Yeah, you were lonely. I did it all for you. Shit. Oh, shit. Good distraction, boys. Oh, shit. Ah. You. Ooh. Noxtella. The Eternal City. And you know I had to come down here. That just hurt my damn feelings. Flame Maiden and Sword Mistress puppets? Yo. Okay. Definitely a fucking upgrade over what I've been using. But please let this still be what I think it is. Yes! Archer. Hell yeah. Alright. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, great. That was great. Yes, sir. That's what I needed. Yo, what up? What up? Welcome to the channel. Appreciate it. Oh, I love you two so much. Ugh. Y'all are so damn useful. And there we go. The entire reason for me being here. Getting this. Wonderful. Okay, so right now I'm gonna work on getting my deaths up. Alright, now we've gotten a Noxtella. Yeah, I don't think I can go anywhere. Well, no, I can go to Atlas Plateau if I'm wanting. Atlas Plateau is a choice. Yeah, that's way over the underground roadside. I don't want to use that. Guess I can try to skip somewhere and then walk the rest of the way. So where the one was strong though. Real PLA. Oh, learning Italian. I didn't think about that. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to fight this boss, whatever the hell it is. What is it? Guys, go get that motherfucker. Oh shit! What the fuck? Hey, y'all, y'all get this bitch. Get her up out of there. Can't hang. Can't hang. You wish you could. You wish you could, baby. There we go. Now we're in Atlas proper. That's actually great. So. Oh wow. I got 2 levels out there. Nice. Let's see. I'm using Stony Correct here, and then I guess I could do. I guess I can do Stone Shrouding just for a damage boost. Alright, where am I at? Oh, not this one. So, well, I'm way up. Oh no, this is not me. That's right. So, let's put a little few points that I want to visit. And, rock and roll. Oh, nah, I ain't gotta worry about that. It doesn't have any techniques. Alright. Can I even get over there? Actually, you know, I have a remembrance, so let me. Ooh, nope. Fucker. Sweet. Alright. We can mark this point on the map. With mausoleums. They're kind of important, so. Duplicate the melee weapons. Oh, wow. I can get 2 of these. Alright, well, if there's anything I want to duplicate. Oh. I'm going to be using this, so. wouldn't let me duplicate it. It's hilarious. Let me see something. Let's try. Nope. It would not duplicate that. Figured. Alright. I think it is. Not exactly. Wait. That's how close? Oh wow. So is this where the mystic starts at? Ah, yeah, it is. Huh. Wait, do they have the gear here, or is it just a seal and path? Instructions. I want to see if I have anything else. Is there any gear here for the mystic? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's see what its seal does. It's a Faith and Arcane seal. It's pretty light compared to the other ones. Oh! It doesn't have any weight at all. Oh shit. That's great. Oh, the fingerprint still doesn't have weight either, motherfucker. I'm actually a little upset about that. Huh. Ah, sweet. Man, but you need so much fucking magic to use those spells, dude. That shit is kind of fucking outrageous. Let's see if this still works. Ah. There we go. Just like that, my friend, I am on the plateau. On the Bell High. Oh, I know where this goes. I know exactly where this shit goes. Oh, yeah. I can find the friendly church up this way. Which means... Oh, let's see what the best is fucking. Awesome, like... Come on, open up. Open up. Open up, damn it. I appreciate being here so much. Yes, traversal options. Always good. Sorry, that, bro. I ain't worried about you. All right. Come on. God damn it. Oh, this man made my life so much easier. Y'all stop that shit. Alright. Now I can traverse the piece. Ooh, bike? Bitch. Damn, I love this stuff. So good. Oh, thank you for the follow. Okay. Alright, so we got Church of Inhibition knocked down. So now I need to go there. That's it. Go ahead and mark that spot. Let's go and take a shortcut. Ah. Whew. About to drop. Alright, let's go a long way around. Oh, that's perfect. Nice. Definitely needed this grace. Bye, guys. Is this the greatest church known to man? Is this what I think it is? The greatest church known to mortal men? The Church of Turtle Folk? I think it is. First, let's graze the ground. I wanna make sure I don't miss anything out here. Oh, we got a portal. Definitely gonna explore that. I'm telling you where that leads. Church of Battles. Ladies and gentlemen. We have reached the promised land. Do not need absolution. I absolutely don't.
I welcome. I am my apology. Do you know how it came? Well, the shatter. It is here.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Oh, you are free. I would serve if you find it, unless, in which case.
Incantation. Let's see what you got. Okay. We got some stuff. Bits of magic. I don't need any of it. Get that. It's there. I could use it. Actually. I don't need it. Oh, what? Bro. I play games, man. What? What? Oh, you know what? You just might not be appearing. You know, fuck it. Not even a question. Not appearing right now? They might have changed how that works. It's okay. Where does this go? Oh, the 4 belfries. Nice. That's great. Hey, I love that. Oh no, I don't have one. It's okay, because there's one here. So at least one here. That belfry is set up. Whoa, hold on. I see some. Okay. Precipice of anticipation. Oh shit. Huh. Oh. Alright, well, shit. Never mind. Guess I'm gonna have to earn it. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Huh. Motherfucker. That's quite the jump, too. Oh. Oh, wow. That's still kind of the radius? Hey, I will take it. I thought for sure I would do it. Ooh. Hey.
Hello, the whereabouts. They laid the tail I, DL. The tail of I. The tail of I.
Poor fucking guy. Where is that race at? Oh, it's out here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I'll find it. Ah, it's Faith and Arcane now. I want to split scaling. Bro, what the fuck?
What are you trying to start?
Oh yeah, this is the rogue information. Alright. Patches!
Oh, well, it's me. I'm still in now on my only supply, which is Emporium. You're making your... Have you ever seen a clunky can that long ago? And get this. It's so right. It'll chuck you. By the way, she's a stray. Not that it issuing your... Oh, yeah. There's a savant. I...
Finally! Target shackled.
Cheers for that.
Oh yeah, you know what? Oh, let me see. I did want to check this out. Ooh, 13 Arcane and 13 Faith. Calling bell. It's actually pretty good. Let's see what it's sensing. I think the 16-inch is cadmium, right? Oh wow. This is way over here. Jeez. I don't hate that location at all. That puts me closer to Ronnie and starting that quest line. I don't hate that. Malefactors. I think I know which one this is. Oh man. Getting in their ass, boy. Love this move. Love that blood flame.
Surprised, no matter. Why don't? Oh, but don't.
Ooh, there we go. 4.5. I might have wait on that. That's it. But
for a... Well, you're a true... My name, presuming you're only... Apology. I'm afraid... Oh, right. I can tell you, you've seen that. That's the... Only its doors are... After they declare the academy, as you might have guessed, making entry and so on, when they cast... Why not without one? And you'll never... And if you want, would you consider... I know it, but still... You've taken... Well, that is... Selin was... I followed her, but Selin was accused of... I still... The illustrious...
What's them? Aren't you supposed? Then you must, or without, with the two.
Shit. Come up now. Get them, boys. Ah. Bro, come on, dude. Really? Oh, shit. Give me your shit.
Always. Wonderful. He's bored. Goodbye.
All right.
Ladies only. Serious question. What's the difference between men and help me understand? Because if I meet you, go on some dates, start getting to know each other's personality, time goes by, you may or may not take it to a physical level. Ultimately, the situation doesn't result in the result that you were looking for. Did the man get to know you, or did he waste your time? Like a lot of times, women feel like if he got to know me, he would want to be, but that's simply not the case. That's actually the epitome of narcissism. A man is entitled to get to know you and you not be disgusted. Doesn't mean you aren't amazing. It just means he don't want to be with your ass. There's 9 billion people on the planet. Find one that does. But what's the difference between him getting to know you and deciding he's not interested and wasting your time? Serious answers only. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all know the drill. Ladies only. Serious question. What's the difference?
Okay.
Hey, I don't mind that. Yeah, it's right way here. What's going on, sir?
What's up, man? Thank you so much for inviting me, man. Still reeling after that, but not that finally, but that final episode, I can't talk. Man, dude, I want to say, man, like, round the jump. I think this has been like probably the best Marvel show. I won't say movie, but show since WandaVision, probably. I mean, yeah, man, we cleaned it. I mean, like every week. Like I really love like cliffhangers and make me wait. And you know, little brain, we'll get back to later on, but I mean, he was important and he had to be important. And then it took it away. I was like, man, can wrestling be like this sometimes? You know, it's like it's so good.
But they got, man, there's so many things, right? We're going to get into it, but we got to at least introduce you first. Let us introduce you. All right. So we're going to start with the intro, and then we're going to get this going. All right. And it's not tape already.
It's not tape already, I know, right?
Take Steve. All right, here we go. Let's start it right now. X-Men 97 revisits the iconic era of the 90s. It's the X-Men, a band of mutants who use their uncanny gifts to protect the world that hates and fears them, are challenged like never before, forced to face a dangerous and unexpected new future. Xbox 97. We'll track those adventures weekly to you, your Xbox.
We are Xbox 97. We are past the season now. We are going past the season. A Wednesday with no X-Men 97 is like, why even wake up? You know, it's a very sad time.
Whoa! That's a strong opinion.
I don't want to wake up. You know, I'm gonna do, but no, I need somebody to be the Wolverine laying on the bed, the photo, and then the photo being like, see you next season 2 for X-Pod, X-Men. We're at a point now where it's like, who knows? Like, we don't even know when the next season is coming, man. But we know that what we got, we are very happy with. And because of that, I say, hey, don't rush it, y'all. Like, you know, it's going to happen. And I know it's going to be great. So I'm fine with waiting. I don't mind that at all. But we have a guest talked about this past season as well as what else we're going to get, maybe some predictions. And I want to get into like your past on it. So this man, I consider a friend, a brother. We've been up and down the roads in our pursuit of our love for video games, pro wrestling. You know, it's always good to find somebody out in the world that you feel like is a kindred spirit. And I would say this guy is certainly a kindred spirit of mine. I want to introduce you all to Steve, aka Mr. Right Way, coming to us live from the console paradise back here. I mean, this is insane what's going on back behind you there.
I know, right?
But how's it going, bro?
Man, a blessed day, man. Bless me, man. Super blessed, man.
That's cool, man. It's good to see you. It's good that I think we were on like episode 2 of the show, and you texted me like, "Yo, man, you gotta get me on the show.
You gotta get on.
We gotta talk." And that's literally why this podcast started. It was just I found myself texting with so many different people every single week, like, "Yo," and so I was like, "Man, we need a place where all the homies can get together and like really talk about what this show is, what it means to us." So, Marco, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm recovering, you know, from the Knicks loss. But, you know, it's all good, man. We live on. And Mr. Right Way, the homie.
What's up, brother?
Not much, man. Not much. Glad to have you on the show.
Brand. Yeah, hey. What you be sending me and stuff, man? Like, I want to say, like, personally, thank you. You know, some don't you know what you're talking about, but you know, hey, appreciate you.
Yeah.
Marco's
Finally.
If you're a collector of fine things, I'll just say that. But yeah, man. We're at the point where this is the first Wednesday that there has not been a new episode. So we were like, first we're going to continue the show, our pod, by going back on classic episodes that we love, classic moments, but also bringing in our friends to be able to talk about it, and bringing some other X-Men related media, which we're going to talk about later. And first of all, I want to say, just ask you, Mr. Right Way, what's your beginnings with X-Men? Like, how did you get started? Was it the comic? Was it the show? Like, what's the beginning? What's the origin story?
Man, it was comics a long time ago. A store that's still in my hometown called Double Header. They started like comic book and video games back in the day. And I remember, you know, I was always getting Nintendo Power and Game Pro and stuff like that. And then a dude brought like comic book like to school one day. I was like, what's that? Like, so I started looking at it, and it was like some old X-Men comic, right? They just sharing it and reading. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then the next year brought like Superman and Batman. I was like, I need to get this. Where can I get it? And, you know, back in the day, comics was cheap, like $1 or $2. You know, no more than 3 or 4, right? Special issues. Man, I would save my money every week on them getting comics and stuff. And then started learning about like, okay, these comics actually tell a story, and they tell like one stop and then another one goes and one goes and one goes. Oh, I was just buying them like this, just buying stuff. I like, you know, you fall in love, you kind of fell in love with Wolverine, because it's crazy, claws and all that kind of stuff. And then you see like, oh man, hold on, there's a black woman on here, like Storm, and she's gorgeous. Like, look at this, It was, yeah, that was my first real introduction. Then when X-Men, I won't say 92, well, I guess you say X-Men 92, or when is it? Yeah, I went to split when X-Men came out. And then I was like a little bit old enough, I was seasoning the hobby and stuff. And I was like, this right here is different, This brought everything to, the music, the animation. Everybody remember the music. And then the anime. I was so intrigued by the animation style because, I love like Japanese animation stuff. I was like, this ain't anime like American. Hey, if it is, they did a really good job, But then like you go back and you think about like the first season of Transformers or the first season of Turtles, you're like, wait a minute, that's different, And there was that Japanese animation. That was just made me fall in love with everything. And then I was hooked, man. I was hooked on games, anything X-Men, superheroes, anything geek culture. It was, I love it. I had to get out. This ain't about X-Men, but when Superman died, man, I went to school with the little armband and stuff, like what's wrong? Like, oh yeah, man, Superman was down. Like, huh? Like, yeah, man, there was a whole worldwide event and stuff, you get 2 comics and stuff, one to put up and then one to wear, all the keys getting together, so it's stuff like that.
That's fire. That's fire. So, and that's kind of similar to a lot of people. I think we've had that same situation. But
So I heard you mention the comic. Well, do you remember the first X-Men comic you picked up? Or is there a particular one that you're like, man, like that one, like, or you recall anything like that?
I don't remember it, but I do remember an issue even when Wolverine lost an animal. And I can say it. I remember that issue. I remember that it was like a 10-4 issue. And then I remember some issue with Cable on the cover. I remember Dark Phoenix saga. That. It was so many, man. It's just like, I wouldn't like a comic book collector. I like stories and stuff, because I guess I was a collector in a way, because I had to bite backboard and sleeve when I finished with it, make sure, get no oils on the thing. But I just can't remember as one certain magazine. I just remember seeing that the X-Men symbol, seeing everybody on there. I was like, whoa, it was just, I think the color blue, because I love blue so much, I think they called me about it. I know it was a blue cover, I can't remember. But man, they brought it to the lunchroom, because I remember we had a Nintendo Powers and Game Pros and stuff. We were like, yeah, it's about, we check this out. Everybody like, okay.
So that's your friend of ours. We know about your success. Tell us your beginnings of how you started as a YouTuber and your passion for photography, all that. Like, give us our audience. Let us know how you started and how you became one of the coolest guys that I did.
Hey, thank you. Some people don't think that, but I'm glad y'all do. That's what matters. Man, it's so crazy because this kind of sounds like a familiar story. It's kind of like I started kind of like in church, really. Making videos in church and stuff. Making commercials for my pastor. Was coming up on next Sunday and different events and stuff. And I always loved making like commercials with my camera and stuff, taking photos. The photos is a guy getting. I picked up a camera and it will just. That was like God gave. That was like 100% gift. Like I just got to do some photos for boys and myself. Like this. Like it don't take much for me to make a photo. And I say make a photo. It don't take much. So I knew that was my gift. But the YouTube thing, like I said, it started from church. So I say, let me start big tech room way back in the day. I started covering tech stuff like the iPhone and cameras and stuff and lenses. Just different stuff. I call it like the right tech show. It was just so boring. I saw that stuff out there. I don't know anything about anything. Nothing like that. I was just putting stuff like that. Like I like camera, showing teaching people how to help. The camera doing all kind of stuff, right? Yeah, I did that for like about 4 or 5 years and stopped. Didn't think anything about it. And then I got I got married, then my ex-wife had people in YouTube, and I was like, YouTube is nothing. This ain't, this ain't really nothing. And then from that, just kind of like went into like getting into YouTube. I started taking it seriously, and then the pandemic came, and then I just started taking it even more seriously. Like, hold on, I actually like doing this. I drive around, showing people games and stuff, and just connecting with different collectors and stuff. And it just one thing led to another. I forgot what my previous YouTube name was, but then I was getting my last name because I never had a name, Steve, right? I didn't have no cool name. You can't say, hey, what's an SW? You can't say nothing like, that's no cool, man. So I was like, let me see, can I find something cool? I said, Frank Max. I said, okay, I'll try that. And just got stuck. And after that, God bless you to go like from here to like steadily doing really, really good. It's like I always kind of step in like really, really big situations. But thank God for that, man. It's been such a blessing. It's such a creative outlet, and meeting so many people doing things. I love video games. I love traveling. I love driving. I love like wrestling, all that kind of stuff. And just put that all together, and with my photography stuff, it's been really good, man. It's been difficult. Don't get me wrong. It's been challenging because as you get successful, man, goodness, you drawing a lot of hate, and then that's down to the point of my career where, all right, I'm learning how to just ignore the hate because every level is every different. And then once I get past this, because like, say, whoever you don't like, this is like a little bit, but whoever you vote for, you're gonna like it or like somebody, or they're gonna have haters, or they're gonna have people who love you. It's never gonna be 100%. Never gonna be 75%. So I just like it comes with the territory. It's not built for the weak, and you gotta work. Like today, I'm still working, and I'm tired. I got home from Japan. I was in Japan. I got home, still had to work, make sure videos. It's always a constant thing, but I don't see it as a job.
That's good. That's good. So getting back to like the whole reason we're here, X-Men. This season, was there a favorite episode for you? Because I know you were locked in. Rand was keeping me, updated on how much you guys were communicating about it. Like, okay, when you sat down and hit play on the first 2 episodes, what was your reaction?
I was like, damn. I was like, what? What are they doing? I said, I had like catch myself. Cause I had this internal like, man, it's not Disney. This is something else, and I do like that. This is impressive. And I still looked at, I was like, I had to catch my breath. I wasn't like, it was emotional damage. I was like, what is wrong? And every week they took on this roller coaster, like it took me a while, like, hold on, we're gonna do this, man. Like, he's going home, like that emotion, that like they couldn't manage emotion. Like I was like, ooh, like I gotta go watch something else after episode 5. Yo, I had
Is episode 5 your favorite episode?
it's probably most likely about this. Because I was like, it's kind of funny. We take these characters for granted, right? And we don't usually have characters that die or and permanently like permanent. And you're like, oh, he gonna die, he'll come back some kind of way, he gonna no, he won't coming back. It's like playing some games like at Permadale. Like, he ain't coming back. You made a decision. You gotta stick, and I didn't want to stick with it. And I was like halfway mad and halfway sad, but halfway happy. I was like, I was really emotional after episode 5 because it did something to me that I would like to put it is after like the second Star Wars movie for people who grew up with it and saw it the first time, they had to wait so long, it hit you emotionally. Like, oh wow, why did you do this to me? Well, I was happy to get into it and kept coming back. And also too, what was also to my X-Men, they paid attention to the smallest detail. The smallest detail. Like people, like one thing is I hate it to this day when like in the first X-Men movie when Cyclops told Wolverine what you want, yellow spandex, and then he came back and corrected that. I was like, thank you. I hated that. I mean, just why you make fun of it?
They, they gave it back. Yeah, they gave it back to him. Like, oh, what she expect Black Panther? You know, I love that. Great little moment. I feel like I always said this before. It's like it checked every box for somebody who watched every piece of X-Men material. It was like, all right, what do you want fixed? What do you want more of? What do you want less of? What do you need? What do you not need? You know, and it just checked every box. Like I haven't seen a Marvel thing do that so well. And so that's why my theory is that next season I don't think it could possibly top this. Like I just feel like they threw everything at the wall. I think they threw the super Hadouken and they are spent. Like they used all the super meter and that it's going to take some time to crawl back after this. But I think it's okay. I don't know. They set up a lot. They set up a lot. But I just, man, how do you top this? Like,
I don't know, man. Like, we can segue somehow to the Homelander meme when he was like, oh, you guys like this. Like, this might be the beginning of them just going even deeper and deeper. And I want to touch on something real quick that Steve said that just like hit me like a ton of bricks when you said it. We are Star Wars fans. Remember back when the prequels came out, and we were like, man, why is everybody all up on this? Now we're those people when it comes to X-Men. Like, it's been like, what, 30 years? Almost? And we're like, oh, we should have been there. Like, this was special.
it was, yeah, it's the anniversary of Phantom Menace is like this year. And I don't know if y'all were around or outside, as they say, when Phantom Menace dropped. That was a moment. Like, I mean, what the movie turned out to be is, you know, here or there. That's your investigation. Never considered, you know, the Star Wars. So, like, we're just how many outperform what's actually good, which notwithstanding, that part's not even important. But the hate level was something that I had never seen. I was in college at the time, and like, it was insane. It was taking out the school. It's like, nah, we go to see
I believe I've had a father. Those movies, so that was one of the few times that I remember standing up. You know what I mean? Like, it was insane. Like, and back in the day, it wasn't like you could go and like get it on Fandango or whatever website you used. You had to like go to the theater and they sold up capacity.
Yeah, they were putting it on every screen in the theater. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that, where like you go to the movie that has 12 movies, and it's like 12 different Phantom Menace this running. Like, it was that big. Like, this movie, you had to see it first weekend, like, because it was just such a moment, you know. And then when it came out on DVD, you had to get it. Like, it was just like, you absolutely had to be there. So that kind of anticipation is so different now with us being at home. But I'll ask you, Steve. X-Men 97 decided to go with the weekly drops, which I think has been the Disney Plus kind of model from here on. But then we look at shows like Fallout, which is happening on Amazon, or Invincible, where they'll give you a number of episodes at once. So do you prefer getting it all at once or the weekly drops? Like, what's your preference of how to enjoy this?
Now that after X-Men and, you know, the Disney Plus model, I like weekly drops because it gives that social aspect. Cause I look like after every episode of X-Men ended, right? I jumped to Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, all social groups, and I was just searching what did people have to say. You know, what the memes was going to be around. What was a hard-hitting moment? If you get all of it in one time, and it'd be like, you don't really get that. Me, because I'm so social, I like to interact and talk with people about stuff and see what people are saying. And another thing too, I think it hit very good because a lot of us went in with low expectations. All right, let's see what's going to happen. And then, because, you know, like this past couple of years, wasn't the best Marvel movies, right? You know, the best series wasn't really great. They were okay, but it was kind of surfing for burnout. And then you had the back of your mind potential, like, okay, it's the anime, so they can do animation, they can get one. Then when it dropped, after the first 2 episodes dropped, people's like, oh my gosh. And then 3, it just kept like building, building. It was almost like the Bloodline storyline, like every week it's doing something, what's it doing, what's it doing. And it just hit that. And then what's so great about you, it hit a peak in episode 5 and it still went up, Like you don't need to hit a peak then. You hit a peak like right 2 episodes before the hit. But at 5, he was like a beloved character, like yeah, and he was like
Yeah, like, see that at the halfway point was so hard. Like I just loved that it was like, man, now you gotta sit with this and figure this out for the next, few weeks and think, oh, they coming back. They gonna fix it. It's gonna be how it's gonna, and they didn't resolve it until, and I hope you saw it. There was a post-credit scene in episode 10, which gave us a little clue that our boy is coming back, but probably in a different.
Which I kind of call. I'm just saying, I'm tooting my own horn right now.
Hey, speaking of that, I saw a theory of all Omega level mutants are probably going to be, of course, because you got Apocalypse is the Alpha, and then you got the other ones are Omegas. So the Alpha and Omega, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Just saying.
Archangel, because that was my guy.
Yeah. I don't see Magneto more. Because they keep saying they Omega level 3s, Omega level 3s. Why they keep saying that? And I think about that, like, I don't know why they keep saying that.
But what's an Omega level? I think it's the big bosses.
I think the reason that they kept explaining the Omega level threat is because if you think about it, when we were children or young adults or whatever your age group was, first saw the original series, we were kind of like, oh, everybody's around the same power level, but no, there's like there's levels to this. So it's like, all right, it's like, oh, I'm in there with Wolverine. It's like, yeah, let's go in there with Magneto, and he could just make your whole life easier. Really? Or like for Xavier, like, you know what I mean? Like, or even Rogue. Like, Rogue honestly came in and was given that 2 piece of the biscuit, but at Omega level power, or like Storm. It's like some of the teams are like who would you rather come to help?
Yeah.
like a lot of people
with the description, I'm glad to get Priest on a future episode as well. An Omega level mutant is defined as a mutant with the power to rapidly warp reality in some fashion. So these are our top tier S tier OPs, mutants that can alter the way we live, which are Storm, for example, because she can alter the laws of nature to make weather go crazy. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's like for our anime fans, it's like there's a difference between Goku and Yamcha. Like, they're all DBC fighters, but you know what I mean? Like you chilling if Goku roll up.
But if you can say anybody over Yamcha,
it's like, oh, you said Yamcha? Man, we both about to get folded.
Yamcha got people ass like Yamcha. Like, no, I take Krillin over Yamcha. Yeah.
But
that's what I'm talking about. Right, so we praise this show a lot, so I'm gonna just jump into the other side of it.
Main event.
It's weird for me. We're all positive guys, but this is what I want to ask you, and I'm gonna ask here we go, and myself. What's your worst part of the season, or at least worst moment, or maybe episode, or things like that, or like? Maybe it doesn't have to be bad. It's just maybe like it wasn't a 10, it wasn't a 9 like the rest of it. And now that I look back, I don't remember what we rated it, but I'm gonna give my answer. And it's not that it was bad. It's just looking back, it wasn't as important. Is the Dojo episode? Because I felt like when they did the Jubilee thing, as great as it was, it actually leads me into what we came here to talk about today, which is the X-Men arcade game. It was great for the 8-bit, 16-bit itch being scratched, but And it was also great because it gave Jubilee a little bit of, exposition. But for me, I just felt like overall, when you look at every other episode, it's the most meaningless. Like it's the one that could have been cut and we would have had would have So is there a moment in the show that's like, that didn't have to happen, or I can figure out that, or a particular episode where it's like, yeah, fast forward this. I want to go back to this. Mark, it's like,
100% that entire episode. Like, I would have rather had a compressed or Storm story where you just wrap up. Like, they could have cut down that episode. I would have given those minutes to the finale. Like, I don't know. Like, I love Jubilee, and I understand what the episode was there for. It was a palate cleanser. If you ever gone out, to a multi-course meal, they usually bring something that's bland in the middle of the meal so you can basically cleanse your palate so you can taste the next courses, which are going to be more concentrated. So I took it for what it was. It was a fun episode for the handful of Jubilee fans that are like her stands. It was there. It like, it gave us the 90s vibe and everything. And then it's like, I was never a fan of Dojo. Like, I never liked him in any iteration. But it wasn't a bad episode. Honestly, that episode will stand up better than some of the other IPs that are out there that give us multiple episodes of crap. But it was like the redheaded stepchild.
And they can't have beggars. Like you said, they gotta set the tone, they gotta set pacing. You can't have a roller coaster that's literally all downhill. Like you can't. Like it's not possible to build it that way. So therefore, you gotta have those peaks and valleys. You gotta be like, all right, we want like the truth, So I understand it for that purpose, but the important part of that, with what you said, is that life death, the 2-part episode, the Storm and Forge, deserved so much more. Like I think they could have done a life death part 3. Like they could have made that a full episode. I feel like the journey of Storm, the adversary. We talked about it. And I felt like they did kind of rush it. I remember Jonathan Makazi was on the episode, and he was saying like we needed more from the adversary. We needed more of an exposure of that moment for Storm instead of being like, oh snap, I'm back, I'm healed. Like give me some moments where she realizes that maybe she's better off this way or could use a journey. So that was, if I'm not mistaken, Life Death was an entire, saga. You know what I mean? And
It was.
And it got condensed. So I would have liked to see more, but I understand you got to do filler. And if you're gonna do filler, it might as well be fun. And so the Mojo, the arcade stuff was fun. Seeing the future Jubilee, and I think you mentioned it too, Marcos, that we were hoping that would come back at some point in the show. Like, oh, that's why they keep that. It's now we're going back in time, and here comes blah blah blah. It doesn't happen. It's not in this season. So, with that being said, looking at the totality, that episode we could have done.
What about you, Steve? The right way?
Well, I might piss some people off with this one, but we didn't see the Phoenix. I mean, we didn't. I everything, and I've never been. The Phoenix Saga was so just. It's just annoying to me. Even though I'll go back and watch it, I just don't care for it. I like. You could have found another creative way. Like the Phoenix, like John Cena. Like she come in, boom, take out the bad guys with it. Like what? It could have kind of been a
Bastion. Like Bastion was somebody.
But they still had to fight Bastion. They still had to fight Bastion. Like when she did take care of Cinnamon, which that was hilarious. Especially on Fourth Flame, Fourth Flame. Look at Southern. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. I just
needed somebody for center, but
yeah, but I didn't care. I mean, I understood it. But I do agree with the Nintendo episode. I just didn't see, the Phoenix like, okay, like we're gonna put our Phoenix card down anytime to get us out of this situation. Like, you could do something else to get out of that. That's
Okay, all right, that's fair. All right, so we're gonna take a trip to the arcade. Yeah, you getting some hate for sure in the comments.
I know, right?
First of all, if we have Mr. Right Way, come on, guys. If you guys know anything about his channel, we were going to talk about video games. And namely, what today was going to be about is the X-Men 92 game. Now, you guys know how this game came about, right?
Wait, hold on. Let me take you to the arcade. I'm gonna play the track mode of the games to get us in the moment.
Okay.
In the mode of imagine walking up to a 6-player arcade cabinet, and this is what you see.
Oh, man.
Yeah, like what is going on? Yeah.
I got goosebumps already.
Look at that. You get the feels.
Oh,
Yeah. Remember that.
prepare to die.
The hairiest man in the world.
Hold Dazzler. Nobody gonna beat Dazzler. My hood,
Nobody.
you shoot straws with Dazzler. If you were the last person who walked up, you had to beat Dazzler.
Man, listen.
Look at the game was not graphics.
I still got the camera right.
It's not beat them up. I mean, in the vein of Double Dragon before it, Battletoads, it was just walking around left to right, whooping bad guys.
I was looking over to my arcade. I got a port up.
Don't update it. Nice.
And if you've ever been to a Mag Fest, you recognize that sound of Colossus popping up, which is
Oh my God! I get you. Thank you.
All right.